The Alliance of Churches and other interested groups gathered in front of the National Assembly building while a cabinet meeting was going on. Patrick Menzies, president of the Alliance, spoke with us about the symbolic move they were undertaking.
It's a symbolic move. What we're doing is our plan is to deliver a notice to cabinet today, and this notice is basically based on what we had announced before. And so what we're going to do, we'll be here till about 10:30. About 10:30 we'll take a march, if you would say, probably single file all the way past the U.S. Embassy and come back around, and then we will go around to the administration building where we will deliver this letter to the Cabinet of Belize, and we'll hold off and just relax until they get out. Hopefully they address us. If they don't, not a problem. They have until today at 6 p.m. to respond to certain demands.
Last week, Friday, the Alliance joined other activist groups in a demonstration while the House meeting was going on. The demonstration got out of hand when individuals broke rank and pushed the barrier set up by the police. Menzies stated that it was not members of the church who got into the confrontation with the police, and to avoid a repeat of getting caught up with the political groups, the churches will not be joining the demonstration planned for tomorrow.
We're not coming out here tomorrow, and we're calling on the church not to participate tomorrow, because we are not going to be taken out and pulled into a political fight between the red and the blue. This has nothing to do with red, nothing to do with blue, has to do with Belizeans. And so I call on the church to not participate on any demonstration tomorrow. We will not join because we are not going to be used. So again, the government has till tomorrow. If they do not respond by tomorrow 6 p.m., other measures will be taken. We're not going to waste our time out here until the government decides they will obey the people, period.
No, I was going to go to that point exactly. What other measures are you referring to here? How far are you guys willing to take this?
The Prime Minister said when he was fighting the blue people and he was the opposition, he said everything is on the table. I would like to ask PM what he meant. Whatever he meant is what I mean. Everything is on the table. No options are out of question.
While the churches are demonstrating against the ruling of Section 53, which recognized the rights of the LGBT community, we asked the church about other social issues prevalent in the society that are affecting a majority of Belizeans.
Why doesn't the church care proportionately for other issues affecting Belize other than the LGBT agenda?
Very good question. Let me give you a simple answer. Simple. Number one, the LGBT agenda is destroying society from its core. I prefer to die of hunger and have morality and go to heaven than to die fat, full, to feed the worms in hell. That is what I got to tell you. So yes, the church has an obligation to do exactly what you're saying. But right now, this is the most critical issue. It's more critical than hunger. It's more critical than clothing. This issue deals with eternity. It doesn't deal with the now. It deals with eternity.
So the church here, represented here today, believes that gender policy problems in Belize are more important than the other problems such as poverty and violence?
Yes. At this time, yes. At this time, that is the most critical issue. Kids going to be in school this week and next week. They will be affected by the gender policy. The shooting may affect 20, 30, 40 people in the next 6 months. But the gender policy affects 312,000. That is where our priority is right now.
There were around 100 people gathered at today's demonstration. The Alliance gathered without a permit. At the end of the gathering, the president of the Alliance presented a list of demands issued by the churches last week to Cabinet. They stated that the government has until today to respond to their demands.